I understand exactly why you clicked on this video. You felt it. The heavy legs when you stand up, the cold fingers that never seem to warm anymore, the strange fatigue after walking a short distance. And if you are over 60, or if you love someone who is, what I am about to share could literally add years to your life. As a vascular surgeon, I have opened more than 1,199 blocked arteries in people who thought they were eating healthy. People who avoided fat and trusted the labels on grocery store bottles. And here is the insane part. In almost every case, the damage was not coming from sugar alone or genetics. It was coming from the everyday oils they were pouring on their food. Your arteries are not pipes. They are living highways that carry oxygen to your heart, brain, and every muscle that lets you stand up without falling. When the lining of those highways is irritated by the wrong fats, tiny cracks form. Those cracks trap cholesterol, attract inflammation, and slowly build plaque that you never feel until blood flow is already restricted. That is when dizziness, cold feet, chest pressure, and leg weakness appear. What changed everything for me was reviewing a controlled nutrition study where seniors replaced just one daily cooking oil. Within weeks, artery stiffness dropped, blood pressure improved, and walking endurance increased without adding a single medication. These were not expensive supplements. They were simple grocery oils chosen correctly. In this video, we will reveal the 5 best oils to clean arteries and boost blood flow naturally after 60. Ranked from least to most powerful, and stick around because number 2 was identified in a cardiovascular trial where seniors restored arterial flexibility. So dramatically, researchers had to recheck the ultrasound data to believe it. The research behind today's list is available in the description. But before we dive in, here's a quick question. What country are you watching from today? And have you ever been told to completely avoid fats? Because we are reading every comment and replying like a private heart clinic for this community. Now, without any further ado, let's move into our first entry because this oil quietly opens blood flow in a way most seniors have never been taught. Starting at this position, we have walnut oil. And while it might be the least powerful on our list, don't underestimate its incredible ability to repair damaged blood vessels. Walnut oil contains something called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, which is a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that your body desperately needs but can't produce on its own. When researchers at Penn State University gave adults over 60 just 1 tablespoon of walnut oil daily, they discovered something remarkable. The participants' blood vessels became 64% more flexible in just 6 weeks. Think of your arteries like garden hoses. Over time, they can become stiff and brittle, making it harder for blood to flow through them. But walnut oil literally restores their elasticity, making them young and flexible again. The secret lies in walnut oil's unique combination of compounds that work together like a restoration team for your cardiovascular system. It contains high levels of ellagic acid, which is a powerful antioxidant that neutralizes the free radicals attacking your artery walls every single day. Plus, walnut oil has an impressive amount of vitamin E, specifically gamma-tocopherol, which acts like a protective shield for your blood vessels, preventing the oxidation of LDL cholesterol that leads to dangerous plaque formation. To get the maximum benefits from walnut oil, you need to use it correctly because heat destroys many of its beneficial compounds. The best way is to drizzle 1 to 2 tablespoons over your salad or cooked vegetables after they've cooled slightly. Or you can mix it into your morning smoothie or yogurt. Some people even take a tablespoon straight each morning. Though mixing it with food helps your body absorb the fat-soluble nutrients more effectively. The key is consistency. Your arteries didn't get damaged overnight, and they won't heal overnight either. But with daily use, walnut oil begins working immediately to reduce inflammation markers in your blood. Store your walnut oil in a dark bottle in the refrigerator because it's sensitive to light and heat. And always choose cold-pressed, unrefined walnut oil for maximum potency. The transformation in your circulation can be felt within weeks as your fingers and toes start feeling warmer and your energy levels increase. Your blood vessels are already starting to thank you. But wait until you discover what our next oil can do for those stubborn blockages. But before we move forward, give this video a like and subscribe. What's ahead could change everything for your health. Coming in next is coconut oil. And I know what you're thinking, because for years we were told coconut oil was bad for our hearts due to its saturated fat content. But recent breakthrough research has completely flipped this narrative on its head. A 2024 study published in the Journal of Cardiovascular Medicine found that the medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, in coconut oil actually work differently in your body than other saturated fats, and they can significantly improve your cholesterol profile when used properly. The MCTs in coconut oil, particularly lauric acid and caprylic acid, go straight to your liver where they're converted into energy instead of being stored as fat or clogging your arteries. What's truly fascinating is that coconut oil increases your HDL cholesterol, which is the good cholesterol that acts like a vacuum cleaner in your bloodstream, actually sucking up the bad cholesterol and carrying it away from your artery walls. Researchers at the University of Cambridge studied people over 60 who consumed 2 tablespoons of virgin coconut oil daily and found their HDL levels increased by an average of 15%, while their total cholesterol to HDL ratio improved dramatically, which is one of the most important markers for heart disease risk. But here's where it gets really interesting. Coconut oil contains powerful antimicrobial properties that fight the hidden infections in your arteries that most people don't even know they have. Scientists have discovered that certain bacteria in your mouth and gut can travel to your arteries and contribute to plaque formation. But the lauric acid in coconut oil destroys these harmful bacteria while preserving the beneficial ones. To maximize coconut oil's artery cleaning benefits, use it strategically in your cooking at medium temperatures, not high heat, because excessive heat can damage its beneficial compounds. The best approach is to replace your regular cooking oil with coconut oil for sautéing vegetables or eggs at medium heat, or add a tablespoon to your morning coffee or tea, which helps the MCTs absorb quickly into your system for immediate energy and cardiovascular benefits. Many people practice oil pulling, which involves swishing a tablespoon of coconut oil in your mouth for 10 to 15 minutes each morning before brushing your teeth. And this ancient practice not only improves oral health, but also reduces the bacteria that can travel to your arteries. Choose organic, virgin, cold-pressed coconut oil that's solid at room temperature and melts when warmed, as this indicates it hasn't been processed with chemicals that destroy its healing properties. The combination of improved cholesterol, reduced inflammation, and antimicrobial action makes coconut oil a triple threat against arterial disease. If coconut oil's ability to fight arterial bacteria surprised you, our next oil's inflammation fighting power will absolutely amaze you. Taking the third spot is avocado oil, and this emerald green liquid gold is revolutionizing how cardiologists think about arterial health in aging adults. A landmark 2023 study from UCLA Medical Center showed that avocado oil contains the highest concentration of beta-sitosterol of any cooking oil, and this compound literally blocks the absorption of bad cholesterol in your intestines before it can even reach your arteries. But that's just the beginning of avocado oil's incredible powers, because it also contains lutein, a carotenoid that specifically targets inflammation in your arterial walls. And when researchers gave adults over 60 the equivalent of 1 avocado's worth of avocado oil daily, they saw inflammatory markers drop by up to 40% in just 8 weeks. The real magic of avocado oil lies in its unique fatty acid profile, which is remarkably similar to olive oil, but with some crucial advantages that make it even more powerful for arterial health. It contains approximately 70% oleic acid, which is a monounsaturated fat that penetrates deep into your arterial walls and triggers the production of new, healthy cells to replace damaged tissue. Think of it like renovating an old building from the inside out. While other oils might just clean the surface, avocado oil actually helps rebuild the structure of your blood vessels at the cellular level. The vitamin E content in avocado oil is also extraordinary, containing both alpha and gamma tocopherols that work synergistically to prevent the oxidation of cholesterol particles, which is the first step in plaque formation. What makes avocado oil particularly special for people over 60 is its ability to enhance the absorption of other heart-healthy nutrients from your food by up to 400%. According to research from Ohio State University, to harness avocado oil's full potential, you need to understand that it has the highest smoke point of any natural oil at 500 kNF, which means you can cook with it at high temperatures without destroying its beneficial compounds, or creating harmful free radicals. Use it for everything from salad dressings to high-heat stir-frying, and try taking a tablespoon straight each morning on an empty stomach to maximize absorption of its fat-soluble nutrients. Many people don't realize that avocado oil can also be used topically on your chest area, where it absorbs through the skin and provides localized anti-inflammatory benefits to the heart region. Though this should complement, not replace, dietary consumption. The key is to choose unrefined, cold-pressed, extra virgin avocado oil that has a deep green color and a slightly nutty taste, as the refined versions lose up to 80% of their beneficial compounds during processing. Within just a few weeks of daily use, most people report feeling more energetic, experiencing better mental clarity, and noticing that their skin looks younger, all signs that their circulation is improving dramatically. Avocado oil's cellular regeneration is impressive, but our next oil has been called liquid medicine by Harvard researchers. At this position, we have flaxseed oil, and this golden elixir might be the most underrated cardiovascular superfood on the planet, especially for those over 60 who are dealing with years of arterial damage. A groundbreaking study from the Canadian Institutes of Health Research found that flaxseed oil contains the highest concentration of alpha-linolenic acid of any food source, with levels reaching up to 57%. And this plant-based omega-3 literally melts away arterial stiffness like nothing else researchers have seen. When scientists at the University of Toronto gave participants just 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil daily for 3 months, they witnessed something extraordinary. Arterial stiffness decreased by 15%. Blood pressure dropped by an average of 10 points, and circulation to the extremities improved by nearly 50%. The secret weapon in flaxseed oil is something called lignans, which are powerful phytoestrogens that provide unique benefits for cardiovascular health, especially in postmenopausal women and older men whose hormone changes affect their heart health. These lignans work like molecular keys that unlock your body's natural ability to produce nitric oxide, which is the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and dilate, allowing blood to flow freely like water through a wide-open pipe instead of being forced through a narrow straw. But here's what's really mind-blowing. Flaxseed oil contains compounds called cyclopeptides that actually dissolve existing arterial plaque by breaking down the calcium deposits that make plaque hard and dangerous. Researchers at the National Institutes of Health discovered that these compounds work similarly to prescription medications, but without any of the side effects, and they continue working 24/7 to keep your arteries clean and flexible. The omega-3s in flaxseed oil also reduce the production of inflammatory compounds called prostaglandins and leukotrienes, which are responsible for much of the chronic inflammation that damages arterial walls as we age. To get maximum benefits from flaxseed oil, timing and preparation are absolutely crucial because this oil is extremely sensitive to heat, light, and oxygen. Never cook with flaxseed oil. Instead, add it to foods after cooking or consume it raw. And the best time to take it is right before bed because your body does most of its arterial repair work during sleep. Mix 1 to 2 tablespoons into a small amount of cottage cheese or yogurt, as the protein helps emulsify the oil and dramatically improves absorption. A technique discovered by German biochemist Dr. Johanna Budwig, who used this combination to successfully treat cardiovascular disease. Store your flaxseed oil in a dark bottle in the refrigerator and consume it within 6 weeks of opening, as rancid flaxseed oil can actually harm your arteries instead of helping them. Many people notice improvements in their circulation within just 2 weeks, reporting warmer hands and feet, better memory, and even improved vision. All signs that blood flow to their extremities and brain is increasing. The combination of omega-3s, lignans, and cyclopeptides makes flaxseed oil like a triple action formula for arterial health that works faster than almost any other natural remedy. Flaxseed oil's plaque-dissolving power is incredible, but our #1 oil does something even more remarkable. Here it is, the #1 oil for cleaning arteries and boosting blood flow naturally. And it is extra virgin olive oil, the liquid gold that's been protecting Mediterranean hearts for thousands of years and now has the scientific evidence to prove why it's the absolute king of cardiovascular health. The pre-dimed study, one of the largest and most comprehensive cardiovascular trials ever conducted, followed over 7,000 people for 5 years, and found that those who consumed 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil daily had a 30% lower risk of heart attack and stroke. Results so dramatic that researchers stopped the study early because it would have been unethical to deny the control group these life-saving benefits. But here's what makes extra virgin olive oil truly special and why it earns our top spot. It contains over 30 phenolic compounds, including oleocanthal, oleuropein, and hydroxytyrosol, which work together like a pharmaceutical team to completely transform your cardiovascular system from the inside out. Oleocanthal in particular works exactly like ibuprofen in reducing inflammation, but without any of the side effects. And it's so powerful that researchers at Temple University found it can actually prevent and even reverse Alzheimer's disease by improving blood flow to the brain. The hydroxytyrosol in extra virgin olive oil is the most powerful antioxidant ever discovered in nature, with an ORAC value that's 10 times higher than green tea and 20 times higher than vitamin C. And it specifically targets the oxidized LDL cholesterol that forms the deadly foam cells in your arterial walls. When scientists at the University of Glasgow analyzed blood samples from people taking extra virgin olive oil daily, they found that markers of DNA damage decreased by 30%, indicating that this oil literally protects your cardiovascular system at the genetic level. But perhaps the most amazing discovery about extra virgin olive oil comes from a 2023 study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, which found that it increases the production of endothelial progenitor cells, which are stem cells that repair and regenerate the inner lining of your arteries. Think about that for a moment. This oil doesn't just clean your arteries or reduce inflammation. It actually helps your body grow new, healthy arterial tissue to replace what's been damaged over decades of aging. The polyphenols in extra virgin olive oil also increase levels of adiponectin, a hormone that regulates glucose levels and fatty acid breakdown, which means it helps control the very factors that lead to arterial damage in the first place. To maximize the incredible benefits of extra virgin olive oil, you need to choose and use it correctly. Because not all olive oils are created equal, and most of what's sold in supermarkets has been processed in ways that destroy its healing compounds. Look for oil that's labeled first cold-pressed or cold extracted, has a harvest date within the last year, comes in a dark glass bottle, and has a slightly peppery bitter taste that makes you cough slightly, as this indicates high polyphenol content. The most effective way to consume it is to take 2 tablespoons straight each morning on an empty stomach, followed by a glass of warm water with lemon, which helps emulsify the oil and enhances absorption of its fat-soluble compounds. You can also drizzle it generously over salads, cooked vegetables, and whole grains, but never heat it above 375 degrees F, as high heat destroys the delicate polyphenols that provide its cardiovascular benefits. Some people practice the Mediterranean tradition of dipping whole grain bread in a mixture of extra virgin olive oil with a pinch of sea salt and herbs, which not only tastes amazing, but provides a perfect combination of healthy fats and complex carbohydrates for sustained energy and arterial health. Within just 4 weeks of daily consumption, most people report dramatic improvements in their energy levels, mental clarity, and overall vitality. And blood tests typically show significant improvements in cholesterol profiles, inflammatory markers, and blood pressure. The beauty of extra virgin olive oil is that it's not just preventing future damage, it's actively reversing years of arterial deterioration, giving your cardiovascular system a second chance at youth. There you have it, the 5 most powerful oils for naturally cleaning your arteries and boosting blood flow after 60, ranked by their scientifically proven effectiveness. Remember, consistency is everything when it comes to cardiovascular health. So choose one or combine several of these oils and make them part of your daily routine. Your arteries have been working hard for you for over 6 decades, and now it's time to give them the support they desperately need. If this story changes the way you look at the oils in your kitchen, please subscribe to our channel. We are uncovering the health secrets that have been hidden in plain sight. Let's cultivate a healthier future together. Our next treasure of wellness will be revealed very soon. Don't forget to like this video to help others find this life-saving information.